I'm going to make an old-fashioned chocolate pie today. I remember my mama making these, and they were always so good. And you can put meringue on it, or you don't have to. It's however you and your family prefer it. Now, I've got a frozen 9-inch deep dish pie crust. I buy these at Aldi. They're the best frozen ones I've ever bought anywhere. And what I'm going to do, I've got my oven preheating to 400 for my pie crust, because you want to make sure you have a baked, cooled pie crust to put your pie filling all in. So I'm going to get this, I'm going to let this thaw for about 20 minutes. And then I'm going to take a fork, and I'm going to prick holes all in it. And then I'm going to start making the filling. Let the pie crust cool down, and I'll be making the filling, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my pie crust all done. Okay, I've got my pie crust done, so now we're going to make this pie. You're going to take a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter, put it in your pan. You're going to take a cup of sugar, put that in. You're going to take a 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. And this is what I use, Hershey's Cocoa. That's a 1/2 cup. You're going to take 2 cups of whole milk. You're going to take a teaspoon of vanilla. And you're going to take 3 egg yolks. I've got the whites put aside for the meringue. Try to get all this out of here. Okay. Now, we're going to whisk all this together. And we're going to cook it over medium heat. While it's cooking, we're going to stir constantly, and we're going to continue to cook until the mixture thickens into a smooth, creamy filling. And I'll be back. Okay, I broke a piece of my pie crust off, but you know what? That isn't going to hurt a thing. It isn't going to affect the taste of this. Hope y'all can see this. I forgot a while ago to mute the TV, so I apologize for the sound that probably came through. Now I'm going to let this cool down real good. And then I'm going to be making the meringue. I've got my oven preheating to 350 because I'm going to stick this pie in the oven and cook it for about 10 to 12 minutes with that meringue on it to brown that up. And then I'll be back. Okay, I've let my pie cool down. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. I'm getting ready to make this meringue. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees. This is the 3 egg whites from the yolks that I put in the pie. You're going to put that in a large bowl, and I'll show you here in a minute. You're going to put 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar into your egg whites. And now I am going to take my hand mixer and I'm going to, hopefully you can see that, and I'm going to whip this until it forms peaks, and then we're going to slowly add a half a cup of sugar when it gets to that point. Now this is going to be loud, so I'm going to go ahead and whip this up, beat it, and then I'll be back. So this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to slowly add the sugar, and I'm going to continue to beat it. Got a half a cup of sugar. And I'm going to beat this, and because the mixture is so loud, I'll be back. And you want to whip it or beat it until you can get these peaks. Hopefully you can see those, but you can see those little peaks sticking up. That's what you want. So now I'm going to get this ready to put on the pie. Okay, I've got my meringue. I'll get it put on here. You want to get it all the way to the edge of your pie. So I'm just showing you a little bit here. I'm not going to make y'all stay on here and watch me do this whole thing to this pie. But when I get it done and ready to go in the oven, I'll show you. Okay, I've got it all ready to go in the oven. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to check it at 10 minutes and see how the meringue's looking, and I'll be back. Okay, there's my pie out of the oven. Meringue's browned nicely on it. Now I'm going to let this sit until it cools down to room temperature before I put it in the refrigerator. And when you get ready to slice a pie with meringue on it, wet your knife. It'll keep the meringue from sticking to the knife. And hopefully it's going to be ready for when my sweet Eric gets home after he has supper. Then they can all have him a piece of old-fashioned chocolate. Okay, my sweet Eric's getting ready to try this old-fashioned chocolate pie. My brother's eating his. He says it tastes just like our mom's. So go ahead, hon.
All right. Get a little bit of everything in there. Oh, man. I'm usually not much for chocolate stuff, but that's good. It's like a dark chocolate. It's not real, it's good.
It's made with that Hershey's cocoa powder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good pie.
Y'all go about your business.
Well, I hope y'all have had a blessed day today. Remember, it's going to be okay. Make your family some chocolate pie. They'll love it. And we love y'all.